From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. He'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Noble. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Noble. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And you look at the Saints defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And we'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Richardson to throw. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Duggan looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They go play action with Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Out left to Dotson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Saints have 4-9 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. To throw is Duggan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Duggan. Inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing, Duggan. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just got good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Richardson back to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, it's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Duggan to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Duggan now to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Duggan will look to throw this. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and goal, Duggan. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. In motion right, that's Collins. Off play action, Dugan. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And they'll get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. But I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Richardson working from the gun. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Richardson looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Colts. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Dugan. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the first.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive at the end.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That one complete down the field to Smith. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Dugan. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Trey Hendrickson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
For the 2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now, and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw again on 2nd down.
Duggan. Dotson, he's got it.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him a game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Dugan.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Duggan looking to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Escapes the defender. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Noble. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with... and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after, right down the middle. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence.